I like to summarize Walkabout as the 10 best days of your life, which I know many people would disagree with me, but I bet there would be the 10 most memorable days of your life.
I'm not really sure how I would describe it to someone. I mean, I guess if I was to explain it to someone, that's where I would start, is the idea of a camping trip. But really, it goes back to, in my mind, an opportunity to meet God on the mountain, an opportunity to clear your head, an opportunity to get to know people who are working around campus. And so I guess I would start there if I was to explain it, but to truly explain it, I think all you could say to someone is go.
I think to explain it to someone else, I would just say it's so refreshing, and really it's just a time where you are so in tune to what is going on around you that the Lord can really speak and He can really work in ways that you don't necessarily see.
It's an intense experience. You're living in the woods, living in a backcountry setting. I often describe backpacking as a cross-cultural experience just because you're really entering into a new culture, not necessarily of people, but of experiences and a way of living, which is what a cross-cultural experience is at its most fundamental thing.
Well, 2 years now, being on Walkabout, I've noticed that God's plans are much greater than mine. Also, I found that Walkabout has forced me to seek solitude more. And that's been something that's been harder in my life because I don't have a whole lot of patience to just be still and know that He is God.
And I remember just standing at my solo spot the last 10 minutes and just absolutely in tears because of the way that I had realized God had revealed Himself to me and the way that God had just been so present even while He was present and I wasn't realizing it. I just was experiencing the goodness of God. It wasn't until like moments at the end where I got to reflect back on that and just realizing how good it was.
I love it when people come out of their comfort zones. We learn and we grow when we're outside of our comfort zones, and Walkabout provides that opportunity too often. In the same way, too often we busy ourselves as a culture. Too often we surround ourselves with things that we're comfortable with and that are easy, and it's fulfilling to me to see others achieve more than what they believe they thought possible when they were outside their comfort zone.
You're put on a long trip, a 10-day trip with them, and you're spending all this time together. You really get to see just some people of spiritual strength that you would just be surprised by. And people that you thought maybe were going to kind of be a little stick in the mud are hilarious. You find people that you thought would only have goofy parts in them are actually very serious and insightful. And you find people that you thought you would really dislike are actually some of the best people that you can be around.
I think everyone should go on Walkabout and experience it. Whether you would enjoy it or not, I think no matter what, it's going to be a good experience for you. And I think it's important to just step out of your comfort zone like that and to accomplish something so great because God blesses it every time.
It's an experience, and it's an experience you can't describe unless you're doing it. When you get done and you climb down from this mountain and you look at your elevation chart and you see where you went on the map and how far from day one to the end you went, it's an accomplishment and it makes you feel good. I mean, you think to yourself, man, I just climbed a mountain. That's awesome.
I would say that everyone should go on Walkabout, but also don't take the decision lightly, because it is something that's going to change your life. It is something that God's going to use in a great way, always. At the same time, you don't want to go into it and just think, oh, I've got this, because not only will you be hindering yourself and hindering God, but you're also going to be almost inhibiting the rest of your group and really having that spiritual aspect of Walkabout. So I would say anyone who's looking for a God moment and who is willing to submit to the Lord should be going to Walkabout, because it's just a great experience.